Hello. Okay, I have to make this video and I have no idea how long this video is going to take. Okay, I will try to explain what we are going to do, and so let's go back to where we start from. This is our current profit sharing model for our PAM. The trading profit means every time we close our trades, you will see the profits in your MT5. Well, not really in your MT5, in your PAM statement if you know where to download it, or you can see the profit in the master account. Okay, so there are two master accounts, two PAMs, PAM1, PAM2. But actually there is only one LP account. Okay, so one LP account, we created two PAM. Initially, PAM2 was supposed to be a transition PAM. Okay, that we are opening and closing trades every 2 weeks. But now we don't see the need to do that anymore. So basically, PAM2 and PAM1 are similar operations philosophy. But anyway, so this, what you're seeing here is the existing profit sharing model. The trading profit equals to the profit to be shared, and we just take investors are entitled to 50% of the profit, and then we deduct 50% as performance fees. These performance fees come to me first. Okay, came to an account in Prime Codex. We call it a rebate account. And from this account, then I distribute the funds to the marketer and to the broker. So I have control over this amount. Well, how to distribute the performance fees, but I cannot touch the money inside investors account. What I'm trying to say is, after I have deducted the performance fees, and if I think hypothetically, okay, that some investor owes me money, I have no means to take it from the investors. I have to go and ask them individually or personally, hey, you owe me $10, can you just send me a USDT? That if the investor doesn't want to send me the money, I can't do anything to the investors. Okay, and here I have full control of this 50% performance fees, and then I distribute to marketer and I distribute to broker. Now this is not the full picture because for the past 1.5 years we have ignored one element, which is the LP account maintenance fees that they were supposed to charge us 5,000 per month. Okay, and the reason why we let them charge us 5,000 per month is because we have decided not to roll over the trade 4 times a month. Okay, I spoke about this from day one before all of you joined, and so please don't tell me now that, hey, I've never heard about this one. Okay, please go back and revisit the video. Some of you saved the videos that I created a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, if we roll over the trade 4 times a month, it's gonna cost us more than just paying 5,000 a month. And the 5,000 a month is paid per LP account. Okay, so is all of us from PAM1 and PAM2, all of us will contribute to the 5K a month, and this 5K a month is fixed. It doesn't matter how much money we have in the PAM. If we only have a capital of $10, we still have to pay 5,000 a month. If we have a capital of 10 million, we still only pay 5,000 a month. Okay, so anyway, the correct model actually is this. We should have done this. Trading profit, we should have minus the LP account fee, which is 5,000 a month, equals to the profit to be shared. And only after we have established this profit to be shared, then we do a performance fees deduction. 50% goes to investors and 50% goes to the performance fees, and out of these then I distribute to marketer and to broker. So this is what should have been done, but it is not done because so far the LP hasn't charged us. Okay, but they're indicated that they are going to charge us. So yeah, to prevent or to avoid me from taking a one big lump sum fee from all of you guys, is less painful if we just pay this fee every month. Okay, 5,000 a month is not much for all of us. Okay, because it's not like each of you is paying 5,000. Okay, it's all of us will contribute to the 5,000. So we are trying to correct this. Going forward, we will be using this model, and I will show you how what do we need to change in order to use the correct profit sharing model. Okay. Now, so what I have done is I have looked at both PAM 1 and PAM 2. Okay, so I have basically take note of all the performance fees deduction every month. Okay, so for example, PAM 2, here this is August 24th, and I'm showing these numbers here. Now for the owner of account 100599, if you go back to your account statement, you will see that on 1st of September is normally when we charge a performance fees. Okay, you will see a charge or deduction of 131.38. Okay, so if you get charged on the 1st of September, what does that mean? It means that your investment is making money in the previous month, which is August. Okay, so like here 565.71, it means you are going to see this number on the 1st of October when we deduct performance fees. Okay, so when we deduct performance fee on the 1st of October, it means that your investment is making money in September. Okay, understood? So basically these are all the PAM accounts from the beginning to the end. And why do you see these charges here and then nothing here and nothing here? Is because, for example, this guy, I just highlight this guy as an example. Okay, now this person, these investors, actually they are the same people. So what he did was, initially he joined PAM 2. His investment is making money in PAM 2 in November, and then he left PAM 2, he went to PAM 1, and he stayed in PAM 1 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And after that, he left PAM 1 and he came and he joined PAM 2. So his investment is making money in PAM 2 from June onwards. Okay. Remember, we are currently in December contract, and we enter December contract in July, and that's why here I have no idea how much. Well, I can estimate, but at the moment I have no actual number to put it here. Okay, because yeah, we have not yet deducted any performance fees. We have not even closed our trade, so we don't know what is the profit yet. Okay, later I will show you how I estimate that profit. But for now, these are actual. Okay, actual performance fees charged. Okay, deducted from all investors. Okay, month by month, starting from August 24th to July 2025. Okay, and this is important because since July 2025, these are the investors currently in the PAM. Okay, so for example, if you see this line, there's nothing here, means these two accounts is no longer in our current, is not in the system anymore. Okay, I will show you this spreadsheet at the end. Yeah, I will send a spreadsheet and I'll explain this spreadsheet and I'll show you. I'll give you the spreadsheet. So like here, I mean, these people, they join the PAM 1. I mean, these investors, they join the PAM 1 from December to May, but after that they left. Okay, so they're no longer, this account no longer in the system. Okay, and so the people or the account that are in the system currently are these. When I put 111 here, means they are in the system. Okay, currently they're in the system. Okay, so from this point onward, we know who is in the system and who is not in the system. Okay, so now how much do we actually owe to the LP? Okay, the LP, how much do we owe to the LP? We have not taking any we have not been contributing. So if you start counting from August last year until July this year, okay, we are talking about 12 months. So 12 months times 5,000, we are talking about 60,000. Okay, so we owe the LP 60,000. Okay, up to July. Now we can do some calculation. I will show you step by step some calculations. Okay, so we are going to do a calculation up until the end of July. Okay, I will do this part next. Okay, but first we are doing this part. Okay, so up until the end of July. Okay, these are all the fees, performance fees that have been deducted. Yeah, from both PAM 1 and PAM 2. So if I sum up all this number, I get this total fee charge. Okay, if you see this, it's the sum of all of this number. So total fee charge is about 350,000. Now based on this, I know what is the total profit, right? Because the fee charge is 50% of the profit. So I know I can calculate that is just multiplied by 2 is equal to, the fees multiplied by 2. I get to this number. And I can also calculate, up to July, up until the end of July, how much are shared by the three key parties. Okay, so the broker will take half of this, half of the fees, and marketer take also half of the fees, and the investor basically also take equivalent to the fees, because investors, like I said, is 50-50. So we know so far investor has taken this amount, broker has taken this amount, and marketer has taken this amount. But this amount we now know is wrong because we have not included this element. Okay, now let's go back to calculate. What if we include this element? What would be the correct amount that each party should take? Okay, so we now know that the LP should have charged 60,000, from here to here. Okay, so if we now know that they should have charged, we need to take this from this profit, we need to minus 60,000. So if we take 700,000 minus 60,000, we left with roughly 640,000. So actual profit should be this amount. And then the actual performance fees, okay, this is the performance fees, okay, should be half of that. Is that guy. Okay, then from this we can calculate that a broker should only take this amount, 160,000, and marketer should only take 160,000, and the investor should take 320. Okay, now compared to this, what do you see? What you see here is that all three parties has taken more than what they should have taken, right? Now how much have they over received, over taken? Not really a correct English, but you know what I mean. So we just take, for example, it's not broke, it's broker. Okay, nope. So brokers should have only taken 160,000, but they have already taken 175. So take the difference between this number and that number is 15,000. And likewise, you take this number, you minus this number, you get 15,000. And you take this number, you minus this number, you get 30,000. So broker essentially has to pay to LP 15,000, and marketer, I mean, they have overtaken this, I mean, they have over received, okay, 15,000. So they have to pay this back to the LP. When the LP give us a big fat invoice, they have to pay back the LP 15,000, okay. And likewise, marketer need to pay to LP 15,000, and investors need to pay collectively. Yeah, all of us need to pay back 30,000. I've spoken to Indra. Indra is kind of nice. He said, okay, don't worry. Okay, I'm a broker. Okay, I'm willing to pay 30,000. Okay, to make it less painful. So even though he only needs to come up with 15,000, he agreed to pay 30,000. I said, well, okay, I don't mind. I mean, he's paying more, so we're paying less, right? Because I'm sitting here. I'm just like you guys. I'm sitting here, and a bit of here as well. So now, because the broker agreed to pay 30,000, in total we owe 60,000, right? This plus this plus this is 60,000 because they agreed to pay 30,000. So now we, marketer and investor, we only owe 30,000. Okay, and just pay attention to the ratio, right? Investors and the marketer, investors owe twice the amount compared to the marketer. So because now we only have to pay back 30,000, I'm talking about we means marketer and investors. So the investor share of this 30,000 is just 20,000, and marketer share is 10,000. Okay, so this is how much now marketer and investor owes to the LP. Yeah, because broker has agreed to pay this to the LP. Okay, now keep these two numbers in mind. Keep these two numbers in mind. Okay, we are talking about these two numbers. We are talking about until the end of July. Now, what happened now? Now we are talking about second part from August, September, October, and November. You know, this is going to happen very soon because we are going to close our contract very soon, in 2 weeks time, and there will be a performance fee deduction on the 1st of December, and we have to take care of all these problems, yeah, all these issues by the 1st of December. So I have to make an estimate, okay, how much money or how much profit that we are likely to get from our current contract. So come to here. By end of November, okay, let's assume if we are able to close all the trade at a basis equal to 0. Okay, the current basis is about 8, right? 8 or 9. But if, let's say, by the end of November, the basis dropped to 0 and we close, yeah, at a basis equal to 0, then our pump 1 will get a profit of around 226,000. Pump 2 will get a profit of around 234,000. Okay, now in total, there will be about 460,000 or roughly 461,000. Okay, if we use our existing profit sharing model, which is the wrong model, then the pump is going to take 50% of 460, which is 230, and then here we split. Half goes to broker, half goes to marketer, and the investor will get the same, that 50% of the gross profit, which is 230,000. But this is wrong. You know, we know this is wrong. This ignore the LP. Okay, now for these 4 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are talking about we have to pay 20,000 LP account fees. Okay, so remember this chart. We have to take trading profit minus the LP fee equals to profit to be shared. Okay, so the profit to be shared is 460 minus 20,000 equals this. Now this is the profit to be shared. This is the correct one. Okay, so profit to be shared. Now this is the correct profit to be shared. And then what do we do? Investor will take 50% of that, and 50% will be deducted as performance fees that comes to me, and then I will distribute this amount to marketer and this amount to broker. Okay, so this is the correct model. Okay, now the question now is, okay, how do I recover this 30,000 here, and how do I also get this 20,000 out of the 460? Okay, it's actually very simple. Okay, because now let me give you now, okay, we know if our gross profit is 460, investor is supposed to take this amount, right? 220. So what I need to do is to deduct enough so that investor will get the 220, because once I deduct once this money is in the investor's account, I cannot take it anymore. I cannot go to each investor. If I find out that I make a mistake, I deduct less. I cannot go to investor and say, hey, please pay me back what you owe me because I made a mistake. But if I deduct more and I realize I make a mistake, then it is in my control to give that money back to investor, right? But anyway, so how many percent is 220 out of 460? Yeah, it's very simple, right? We just do a calculation divided by 460. 47%. Okay, so that is 47%. What should get into the performance fees? So now performance fees in the old days, okay, in the old days, performance fees only have two receiver, broker and marketer. But going forward, we need to pay out of performance fees to LP. So there are three recipients. The LP is always 5K per month. Okay, it's always per month. Okay, now in this case, okay, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 months, so now we know the LP needs 20,000, right? Okay, 20,000. Okay, now investor, we know investor. Okay, put investor. Let me put it here. Investor should receive this amount. Okay, based on this correct model. Yeah, I have not included this one yet. Later I will show you how I get this one. So then LP get 20,000, and then the broker will get this, and marketer will get this. Okay, so in total, if we add this up, it is 460. Okay, if you add this up, it becomes this number. Yeah, so okay, so now to do this, I have to deduct this amount, the total of this, which is the sum. The total is this plus this plus this. This amount, I need to deduct this amount out of this. Okay, so that once this money comes to me, I will distribute 110 to this, 110 to marketer, and then 20 to LP. Okay, so but how much is this? This is this divided by that is around 52%. Okay, it's around 52%. So I will have to make an adjustment in December. The profit share is not 50% anymore. I have to deduct 52%. Okay, it's because we have 4 months here. Yeah, actually, if you look at it, if you do it month by month, that extra 2%, if you divide it by 4, it's well, let's say if we do it month by month, actually it's not divided by 4. Is how can I do it? This is the wrong calculation anyway. Remember, this is 4 months. 4 months of so it is not that every month that we are paying 2% extra for this. Okay, no, it's not like that. But anyway, what about this? Okay, now investor but only for this month, okay, only for December. Going forward, we don't have this anymore. Once once we take care of this, this time, this is a one-time charge, okay. In the future, we don't have to worry about this anymore. In the future, we will just be doing this part, okay. But because now I have to recover an extra 30,000, so what would I do? Okay, well, unfortunately, because investor has to pay back 20,000, this investor then has to I have to do this minus 20,000. Okay, so the investor for November is only entitled to 200,000, and I take 20,000 out of here. So I have to put this. So that 20,000 will come here. Okay, 20,000. Okay, 20,000 will come here. Okay, and then marketer still had to pay back 10,000. Well, because I've taken the performance fees, the marketer is entitled to 110. I can just instead of paying the marketer 110,000, I will just pay them 100,000. So I'm going to take 10,000 out of here. Yeah, and then I'm going to add 10,000 here. Okay, now if you total up this one, it's let's put it here. This is the sum of all of that. Okay, 460. So it's that guy. So that equal to that guy. So in November, because we have to take care of additional 30,000, this will be the split. Okay, this will be the split. And this 1, 2, 3, this part will be the performance fees. Okay, so what is this? This, I think, I sum up all this. That means I have to deduct 260 out of 460. Okay, and that is roughly about 56.5%. Okay. It's almost 30 minutes and I'm not even done yet. So to get this thing right, because of this charge that we did not collect from you guys, well, I have to take more for in December. Okay. Now one last part. How do I take into account the issue of some account join the pump for how many months? 16 months. Some account only join the pump for 6 months. Okay, I'm talking about by the end of November. And clearly, you see, if I just take 56%, okay, and what it's going to do, basically the deduction, okay, this 50,000 here will be shared according to the last the July equity share. Okay, what I did here actually is very simple. Okay, I take every month, let's say August, and these are the deduction. Okay, both pump 1 and pump 2. Okay, and I sum up. So this number is the total of all the deduction in that month, and this number is a total of all the deduction. And then what I did is I then calculate, for example, on this particular month, okay, this guy, I take this number, I divide it by the total to get to percentage. So this account in this particular month, August, represent 54.27 of the total capital of pump 1 and pump 2. So in August 24, if we have to pay 5,000, this guy should pay 54.27 of 5,000. Okay, which the next tab here, it is exactly that number. Okay, so this guy should pay $2,713.41 towards the 5,000 that the LP should have charged us. Okay, and so that's what I did step by step, starting from performance fees, and then I calculate the the share of the capital, and then I calculate how much each account should contribute to the 5,000. Okay, and it comes to the July here, the 5,000, because we have a lot more account joining the PAM, and as you can see, this guy only needs to contribute, instead of contribute 2,700, now it's only 1,200 plus. Okay, the percentage has dropped from 54% to 25%. Okay, what I'm saying is that when we do these things, when we charge that 56.5%, this 50,000 will be share. Okay, the PAM will just take this percentage. Okay, it will assume that, okay, for example, then what do you call it? And this guy, okay, will pay 25.44% of 50,000. Okay, and this guy will pay 0.11% of 50,000. But is that fair? Actually, it's not fair. Okay, because if you do that, that means this guy is underpaying and this guy is overpaying, because this guy has been in the PAM for a long time. Okay, I just show you a quick calculation. I hope you can understand the calculation. Okay, now let's say 50,000, right? Okay, well, actually it's not 50,000, because from investor is 20,000 here and 20,000 here. Okay, so it's investor is, because it's 50,000, I mean 10,000 come from the marketer, right? Okay, so we're talking about investor. Investor is only investor's share is 40,000. Okay, out of this 50,000. Okay, now we look at this guy. If you don't do anything, if I don't do anything, okay, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna do one more thing. So if I don't do that one more thing, then what it means is that this account will pay 25.44% of that. Okay, which is what? Which is this amount times this. Okay, so this guy, this account will pay, okay, that amount. Now what about this account? This account, let's look at this account. This account will pay that multiplied by that. Okay, 43. Is this fair? Okay, now the correct calculation actually is, you should come here. Okay, this guy, okay, this is what he should be paying if we have collected 5,000 every month since August. Okay, so up until now, because the percentage stay the same after this point, yeah, because all of these guys, all of us are in this PAM, so the percentage stay the same. Okay, the same percentage going forward. Yeah, this is going to be basically the same percentage. Okay, in fact I can just do this, the same percentage going forward. Okay, this is a because it's a formula, don't worry about it, but you get the idea. This same percentage, this percentage will be the same, yeah, for the next 4 months. Okay, so that means here I can do this. Okay, he's gonna pay the same amount, and this guy is also, he's gonna pay the same amount. Okay, so how much is the total that he should be paying? The total he should be paying is that. Okay, 25,000. Well, and this guy is okay, 32. Okay, the total that he should be paying is only 32, and this guy, The total he should be paying 25, but actually this 25 is assuming that we are paying 80,000. Okay, 80,000. We are not investors is only paying 40,000, so I need to prorate it. So for 80,000 he needs to pay 25,000. Now for 40,000 it's very simple. Just take this number divided by 2. Okay, and likewise take this number divided by 2. Yeah, because if you add up all this, that means we are collecting 80,000, okay, from all these people, but we are not. So we are talking about $12,016 only. Okay, that is what this guy is supposed to pay. This is what this guy is supposed to pay. But look at this. If we do this, if we don't do that extra one step, yeah, this guy will be paying only 10,000, and this guy will be paying 43,000. So it is not fair to this guy. This guy will be smiling because he's paying less. You know, he only pay 10,000, but in actual fact that he should be paying 12,000 because he has been in the pump for much longer time. Yeah, and also this guy, you know, this guy. I mean, they were here, but they are still in the pump under a different account, but they were here. And if you only use the percentage, if you only use this percentage, yeah, we are ignoring the fact that they should be contributing in this month. Okay, so how do I fix this? How do I make this guy pay more and this guy pay less? Well, to tell the truth, I have to deduct more than 56%. Because if I deduct more than 56%, okay, one way, of course, is I can go and tell this guy, hey, you have to pay me, 2,000 more. One way. And then with that 2,000 more that I collected, that 2,000 more I collected, I go and I pay this guy. Because this guy, I've deducted $43 from this guy, but he's supposed to only pay 16. So then I will collect from this guy and I'll pay this guy. Okay, to be fair. But it is such a hassle to ask people for money, right? So it is better for me to increase this percentage so that this guy will pay. So I know this guy will pay 12,000. So I will increase this percentage. I will do the calculation such that this guy will pay this amount. Okay, I'll increase this percentage. It could be 60%. I don't know. So that this guy will pay 12,000. But it also means that when I increase this amount to, let's say, 60%, this guy will pay more, right? But it doesn't matter because I'm going to refund this guy. Okay, let's say if I increase this to 60%, yeah, and so this guy will be paying this and this guy will be paying, it's the same. I mean, I can do this. Hang on a second. This guy divided by this guy times this guy. Okay, so I'm going to deduct this amount from this guy and I'm going to deduct this amount from this guy. But I know that 100,879 should only be paying 16.27. So I have over deducted. I've deducted too much. So what I do is I will refund to him this minus this. I'll refund to him 37. I'll refund to this guy 37. Yeah, it's within my control. It's easier. Yeah, because I have to send him money anyway. Because sometimes this person is also a marketer, so I have to send him money anyway. I have to send him USDT anyway. Now I just need to, yeah, it's easier. Let me put it this way: it's easier for me to manage. It's easier for me to overcharge someone and then refund the overcharge amount, rather than to go to people and tell them that, hey, you have underpaid me or I've undercharged you. Can you please pay me more? Or that's a bit more difficult, right? So there's one more step that I need to do, I need to figure out how much extra to charge so that this guy will pay his fair share. Yeah, so there will be an overcharge of performance fees in first on 1st of December, but don't worry because I will give you back, okay, what you are entitled to. If I overcharge you, I will pay you back, yeah, what I overcharge. And the reason why I overcharge is because I need to make sure that this guy, yeah, investors, this especially this guy who has been in the PAM from day one and is still in the PAM now, I mean that I need to make sure that they are paying their fair share. Okay, and I will do the calculations and I'll be able to show you the exact number. Okay, how much I've overcharged you and how much I'm paying you back. And yeah, I just need your understanding and your patience. And so this is a one-time fix, okay, to take care of this 30,000 to take care of this. After this, going forward, we will be basically following this model. And yeah, I would not be basically doing two-step. Okay, so this is step number one, and step number two is I need to overcharge. This is step number one. Yeah, and then step two, I need to overcharge. I need to overcharge again, so that to make sure that some people are paying certain investor who has been in the pump for much longer than others are paying their fair share. Okay, and I will refund the overcharge to people that I've overcharged. Sorry, this video is taking so long until I don't know if I can even speak clearly now. I better stop this video. Any question? And you can just ask in the group chat. Okay. Ciao.